Hi everyone, I am here with Sculptor Craig Campobella of Campobella Bronze Sculpture in downtown Conroe, Texas. So hi Craig, how are you doing today?
Doing good, thank you, Kimberly.
I want to ask you a few questions, and I want you to just tell everyone about some of the sculptures that you have around town and around the state, maybe even around the country, right? All right.
Well, this is the one that you mentioned first. This is the Texian. It's down by the Montgomery County Library at the Lone Star Monument and Historical Flag Park. This is a study piece that was done for that monument. It's just what we call a sketch, just to be able to figure out all the pressure points and whether we could do a flag that big, that kind of thing. And then it wasn't meant to be sold as a sculpture, but so many people wanted one that we went ahead and had some of them cast. And he's found a lot of homes around here, but he's the centerpiece there at the flag park.
Yeah, that's an amazing piece of work right there.
Thank you.
All right, what else do you have for us?
Well, I've got this one. This is going to be a monument. This is Sam McCullough Jr. And he was the first guy that was wounded and spilled blood in the Texas Revolution. And he happened to be a free black man. And he came to Texas when he was 25, and within 4 months he had joined the Texian resistance force against Santa Anna. And Spirit of Texas Bank has commissioned this, and it will be a life-size monument there at their new facilities in Conroe.
When should it be ready?
In about a year.
Oh, in a year. We got a long time to wait now. Okay.
It won't seem long while I'm doing it, but yeah, you have a long time to wait.
Okay. And what else do you have?
This right here is Staff Sergeant Thomas Nicholson. I just returned from Belleville, Illinois with Dave Thomas Roberts, who commissioned this of his grandfather. This guy laid several hundred yards of communication cable in Kaltenhaus, France during World War II in the middle of the night. We're straight into Nazi gunfire. Made a couple of trips and saved the town by doing that, by them being able to call in mortar fire and that kind of stuff. So we flew up to Belleville, and it sits in their city hall right now.
Wow, that is amazing too. All your work's amazing, Craig.
Thank you. Keeps me off the streets. This is Texas,
wow.
Texas Lady Liberty.
I've seen her before.
This is that's okay. This is the study piece for the big one down in front of the corporate headquarters for Spirit of Texas Bank. It's 11 feet tall, and she's bronze, and she's covered in 23.75 karat gold. This one's 24 karat gold, but the one outside is 23.75. It has to be that high quality of gold, so that there will be no erosion, you know.
Oh.
And you don't have to seal it with anything. It just burnishes itself over the years and gets bigger and brighter. So as far as we know, it's the only gold gilded monument in Texas, and the gold came from the Minetti family in Florence, Italy. And the same family has been making gold leaf since the Renaissance. So we found the best that we could. The glue comes from France, and the burnishing brushes are from black squirrel tails in Germany. So it was an international affair to get Texas
Wow.
Lady Liberty. This is the lady that is on the San Jacinto battle flag that flew over Sam Houston and his men on one of the most pivotal and important battles in world history. So that's who she is.
Wow, that is very interesting. Did you fly that gold in? Where did you go pick it up?
Yeah, no, it was shipped in.
It was shipped in. And tell me about the little gold leaves
Well,
down here.
I give these away on special occasions. This is the gold that was left and on the ground when I was gilding the 11-foot one, the big one.
Huh. Wow. All right, what else you have in your studio?
There's Stephen F. Austin and Jose Antonio Navarro. There wouldn't have been a Stephen F. Austin without Jose Navarro. They were very, very good friends, and Jose Navarro taught Stephen F. Austin the lay of the land. He was very fluent in Mexican law and U.S. law, and he was the hand in the vest. He was the secret weapon behind Stephen F. lost.
And where is this statue located?
That's in the Woodlands.
In the Woodlands?
And that's the finished clay on it.
In front of Spirit of Texas Bank in the Woodlands.
That's right. That's right. And this is called Injustice for All. This is my bestseller right here. This won Best of Show several years ago. And people realize this is all over the world. People in Perth, Australia have one. It's in Norway and all over the United States.
Wow. How many of those have you sold?
About 17, I think. It's a limited edition of 25.
Oh, so we got a few left, huh?
Got a few left. And everything else is sold out. This is last part, pardon all the articles and stuff. This is called Last Trip to Washington.
And who's this?
That's a Sioux Indian. You can see his braids here.
Oh.
And you see the cloth wrap and buffalo robe, top hat and beads and the moccasins. And people in Colorado, Marty Stewart, the country singer, icon, Renaissance man, has one of these at his home. It's either in his home or his dressing room at the Grand Ole Opry, I can't remember.
Really?
Some folks from Colorado have it. I've been very blessed here in Conroe to do what I do. Oh, here's the finished one of Marty over here. This is going, that's will be the entrance to the Marty Stewart Congress of Country Music, which will house 20,000 country music artifacts.
Where will that be located?
Philadelphia, Mississippi, his hometown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has Johnny Cash's First Man in Black suit. He's got the boots Patsy Cline died in, handwritten Hank Williams lyrics. 20,000 pieces. The Country Music Hall of Fame borrows things from Marty.
Huh.
So he's, this will be the entrance. It'll be 7 feet tall. And this will be the first thing you see before you go in to see all those wonderful artifacts he's collected over the last 40 years.
That's amazing too. Wow, well you're just all over the place. So Craig, how did you get into this type of work? Have you always been an artist and a sculptor?
No, I started, you sit over here, that was much more comfortable.
Okay.
I'd always been interested in art, but I was also interested in being an astronaut and a professional football player, which I could have never been either one because I'm bad at math and I'm not very fast. And music, all kinds of things. And I just kind of got bored with the other mediums. And about a little over 30 years ago now, I took my mother to an art store. And she was an amateur oil painter. And I wanted her to paint some paintings for me. So I took her to the store, and I forgot at the time that it took 4 hours to get out of any store that she went into, because she's the kind that turns everything over. So while she was doing that, I picked up some clay, and at home that night I took it out, and it was an air drying clay. Didn't know anything about it. I made this little Indian sitting on a rock with a blanket, the wind blowing, and I set it up there to dry. And about 2 weeks later, a friend of mine that was a studio engineer at Charlie Pride's studio came and saw it, and he said, "Where'd you get that?" I said, "I made it." He goes, "No, you didn't." I said, "Yeah, I did." He goes, "How much you want for it?" I said, "I don't know." He goes, "I'll give you $50. Now this is this is 30-something years ago. It's like $300 now. And I said, "Hold on, let me check." "Yeah, that'd be fine." So he gave me the money, and I went and bought some more clay. And I fell in love with it, with the mystery of it, with the difficulty of it, because like Michelangelo said, it has to be 360 pictures. It needs to be interesting every angle that you look at it. And it's very, very hard to even get close to achieving that. So it's always been difficult to do. It's always been a challenge to do, but I'm just as excited doing it today as that first night that I was playing with it. And over the years, collectors continue to grow. And then I got to the point where I could sustain myself doing it. And I've been doing that ever since.
Wow, that's every artist's dream right there.
It is a dream come true. And I'm sorry I didn't have a plan to do it. It just happened that way. So I guess it was God keeping me out of everybody's way so they could go about their lives, and I would stay in the studio and do this. So I'm very fortunate, very blessed, and I work very hard. My motto is stay late, work hard. That's my artist statement. And
I like
that's,
it.
That's what I try to do.
I like it. So before I go, tell everyone when you're open and how, when can they find you here downtown Conroe?
Well, my wife and I just had our baby.
Congratulations.
She's four and a half months old. So I'm not open as regularly as I was, because my first priority is her.
Yeah.
And but she's turning into a little studio rat.
Oh.
I'm teaching her to stay here. She comes to work with me sometimes. But I'm real easy to find on the internet. My telephone number is out there for everyone.